Like I always say, the man who gets me to have his baby is a cold motherfucker. I'll tell you that, because I will not have a baby by a man that I feel like the situation isn't right, the timing isn't around. I don't care if it's the richest nigga in the world. I will not have that baby.
Welcome back to the show. Guys, in today's episode, I got a treat for you here today. All right, we're going to head over to the Paul Pierce podcast. I believe they also call it The Truth After Dark. All right, but we're going to head over there. They invited a young brother by the name of Hitmaker. Either you know him by that name or his previous name, which was Young Berg. But we're going to listen as this young man walks the co-host of the show down a path of accountability to try and guide her towards seeing her own damn hypocrisy. What I find is so interesting is if you listen to the content from what a lot of these modern women speak from, and then also cross-reference it towards their digital image, I can see why it is they get their result out of life, but they can't for some damn reason. So we're going to watch this episode in an effort of Hitmaker to help her realize what she is doing. And in return, we're going to watch her try to wiggle her way out of it instead of having any real degree of self-reflection. So let's head over to the podcast for this discussion. Without further ado.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that in today's climate, it's harder to date or feel like you can find women trustworthy or genuine?
I don't think no women is like genuine.
Okay.
I think a genuine relationship is when you find somebody that y'all meet on a common ground of having nothing and y'all build something together. That's really genuine. Like everything's transactional.
Man, so I made the comment. I said, have you ever been married?
No.
So I made this comment that marriage is for old people and poor people.
True.
You agree with that?
Facts.
Man, see, and I got a lot of flack for that because I feel like when you're in those areas, it works. That's real love. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like that's where real love is stacked up and placed.
Right. I think that marriage is kind of like, I don't see no men out here being like, yo, I can't wait till I get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that's kind of like done for women. But as far as me, like, I can only speak for myself. I'm never getting married. Like, not on paper.
You said you would give a girl a 10-carat ring.
Yeah.
You would do the wedding. You would do the house, buy her a house, but you just wouldn't do the paperwork.
But what is the purpose of the paperwork?
Right. Well, the purpose of the paperwork
is to put you in court.
Is to.
That's what it's the paperwork for.
It's to
I ain't
create
like,
security.
it's to put you in court. Period.
It is to create
and some leverage for the girl.
It's the security for whoever is less well off.
Yeah.
But if you don't believe in...
If you don't believe in a religion that speaks about marriage and gives you kind of rules, structures, order, right? Maybe even the biblical order, they make a great point here. Because at this point, with men the majority of times being the breadwinner and everything stacked up against them when it comes to the family court system, I completely agree with him. Some of y'all are in relationships that you feel as though she is in love, but there's a degree of a transaction that is happening unto which she would not be there if that transaction was not occurring, whether it be overtly or covertly. But it goes on both sides because for men, there was a degree of a transaction that is happening as well. It just so happens that what you want that's transactional is intangible and can't be referenced in a family court system, whereas yours is tangible. It is assets, it is resources, it is components of the kingdom that you have built, which is perfect to divvy up if the relationship or the marriage rather doesn't work out.
Like that, and you think I'm capable of actually being married to you and having children with you and just kicking you to the curb, and you don't have faith in the type of woman that you are, and you starting a relationship with an out. Like, I don't like that.
Would you do something like, would you have a will or a trust where it's like, if we did divorce, like, I got you and you're
No
straight?
divorce, no. So this is
or
what
not divorce, but if we did split up.
Say, like, we're together. If she's like, well, I will need some security, I've been living with you doing this, and I'll just like, well, I'll put you in the will. So if something happened to me, you know, you can make some decisions, some stuff will go to you. But if we break up, you out the will. That's like marriage.
That's realistic.
That's like marriage, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I would still want my woman to work. So if I'm taking care of all the bills and I'm like, you're living in my home with me and you still work, you're basically stacking money and you're building your...
Because she can have her own money while you're paying all the bills and this and that. Yeah, I get that.
But this is the thing, too. What about like you want to go somewhere? Like, baby, let's go to the Bahamas. I gotta work, baby. Baby, I want to go. Like, you know, so like when you got some money, it's like if she working, how you go? Now you like, damn, she working so much. I'm gonna go to the Bahamas with this other girl.
Well, that's what I was finna say. Like in reality, any woman that deals with me knows that I'm gonna have other women involved, regardless. Anyway.
Okay, understandings.
Not in a disrespectful
Yeah,
fashion,
I get
but just
it.
the way our life moves, right? Like if I go somewhere and you're my woman and you know I have a high sex drive or this, that, and the third, are we being honest with each other if I can leave you for 3 to 4 weeks and say that I'm not entertaining any other pussy?
Ooh,
That's crazy.
that's
But
crazy.
you know the nigga that you got though.
Right,
Yeah,
if you know.
I get it.
See, this is the thing. This is no, this is the thing. Like, what if you with a girl and you telling her everything, you telling her the truth, because girls like, I want to know.
They don't wanna know.
Rolling with that. It gets to a certain point where the girl will be rolling with that, and then all of a sudden they just mind change. Like, oh, but this is how we met. This is how we got down. Now all of
Women
a
are
sudden,
not designed to be that way.
men
as
are
if
designed
men-
to be that way.
I didn't say men.
Oh,
women
women
are
are
not
designed.
designed to be that way. Women play mind games with themselves and pretend that they will be okay with that. And that's why historically a woman will say they're okay with something and a year later
I
be
disagree.
tripping, putting your business out there, losing their mind, because women, and I advise women on this constantly, if you know you're not capable of being with a man like that, don't put yourself in a position to be with a man like that.
Then why do y'all all want a man like that?
I don't, so I can't
What
speak
kind of
for
man
it.
do you want?
I want a
She's a
man that
liar.
wants me and me, and is wise enough and emotionally mature
No, you
enough
don't.
and self-aware.
You don't.
How you know what I want?
Because I'm
I totally disagree with the statement that women are not set up for that, because the majority of human history, humans have been polygamous. They've not been monogamous. They've been monogamous more in modern times today. And I think that there's economic reasons that the powers on top have pushed this idea of monogamy. The biggest one in it, that if certain men have control of most of the women, then what promotes the men without women to continue to pursue life and work and pay taxes, right? So there's some economic reasons as to why monogamous societies are better economically than polygamous societies. But most of human history, especially in Africa, have been dominated by polygamist ideals where the man was truthful, the woman knew what was going on, but in exchange of that transaction, she had all the protection and provision that one could ask for. But she's saying that majority of women today, they cannot do that. And I would say that that is more your environment as opposed to your biology. Your environment tells you, the feminist propaganda and mainstream media tells you what a real man is. And the music tells you that he should be a one-woman man. But generally, men's biology, and actually women's biology, because women don't cheat, much less than what men cheat, will tell you something different. What if you could copy the exact system that I use to generate between $50,000 and $100,000 a month purely from posting commentary content online? My life right now consists of no boss, no commute, no alarm, and I work when I want. And I've spent the past 8 years building this framework out from scratch. And 1 million subscribers later, over 400 million lifetime views, and I've never once talked about exactly how I do it. Until now. Now, my system is called Viral to Value, and it's the step-by-step blueprint that I personally use every single day to turn viral moments into real, life-changing income in any niche. If you're ready to stop guessing and start building something that is actually yours, click the link below and let's get to work. My only concern about this part of the argument is him doing whatever that he wants while still expecting the women in and around his life to work. That sounds like a have cake and eat it too situation. But if it's working for him, then who am I to judge? But let's see her cap.
I'll be honest with you, right? You want an attractive guy?
No,
Or you
I
want
don't
an
care
ugly
about
dude?
looks.
You
I don't
want-
care about looks.
What about financially? Is he financially attractive?
Financially, you don't have to be super rich to be with me. No, you could be cool. I could be cool. I'm not gonna be with someone broke because I attract what I am, and I'm not a broke person. That's a mindset and mentality, and that's where you are in life.
You could date
So
like
me
a bus
personally-
driver?
I can't date a bus driver. No.
So who is this guy? Like, cause it's like a mystery, nigga. Like, you want to get a piece of paper and draw him and like hang him up so we can actually see, like, who.
Word, yeah, because like the man could be medium ugly and he don't need paper like that. That sounds like 99% of men, baby. Let's hear this.
The outline of this nigga.
Come on.
Like, what he's ugly.
I don't say he's ugly.
I'm saying.
I said he doesn't have to be like the finest man in the world, right?
So he out of 10, he's a
5, 7.
wait. 5 and 7 is a dangerous level. Like, come on, like that's crazy.
Medium
Like,
ugly, medium ugly.
Medium.
I didn't even know she was gonna say that.
Example, I don't care about height.
no, what
I
do
don't
you,
care
no,
about.
a nigga. Just say a nigga that's medium ugly.
This
Damn,
is
hold on,
crazy.
she's
I
gonna
don't
go-
have no
No,
nigga.
just say a nigga. Somebody famous,
medium
anybody. Just a
ugly.
man that's medium ugly.
Like Martin Lawrence is medium ugly.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a good one.
Okay, and he gotta have what?
He don't have to be famous. He don't have to be.
What type of bread
poppin'.
though? Like make a year.
I think it would be a bread that could match my pocket so we can build together. Like I
Okay.
have this money, you have this money, and we could build together because 2 is better than 1.
How old is he?
Older probably.
Wait, so you want a medium ugly old
Yeah.
unsuccessful man?
I'm not saying he's unsuccessful.
you.
Success is another.
Dog.
Success? No.
So we on 2 different
Hold on,
islands.
hold on,
like,
hold
for
on,
real.
hold on. Success is relative. What
To
does
who?
success means to you?
You
Success
live in
means
success in Los Angeles, California. It just says
success
what it
is different for everybody. What I find successful
Yeah.
could be that I'm happy, I live good, I feel good, I'm healthy. That's success to me. Success is driven by wealth. First of all, you come from money. I come from money. That's not the driving force for me. Because when you see it and you're raised by it, that doesn't attract you in the same way it attracts somebody who never seen it. They're hungry, they're hustlers, they're desperate. I don't have that desperation inside of me. I have a different type of drive. I've seen money without love, and I know what that fucking looks like. So for me, that's never been the goal for me.
What year did you see Money Without Love?
In the year that my parents were married, in
Yeah,
my whole
gang,
fucking
what-
life.
How do you know?
Right.
What do you mean, how do I know?
I'm saying, but that's a total different generation than what we in right
It-
now.
it's-
I'm talking about where have you seen any of your friends with money without love be successful right now? Any of your peers or anybody? Do you or are you just the one in a million? You the needle in a haystack to just only think like this? Name me one person that thinks like this. That's a peer to you. Do you have a friend that believes these same beliefs?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I have really dope
Ugly
friends.
nigga. 50
I'm not
year-
saying
50
ugly.
year-
Stop doing the ugly nigga
Okay.
shit.
A medium ugly
I
nigga
said like
that's
I'm
50
not
years
big on
old.
looks. I'm big on energy.
How old is
Okay.
it? 50 years old.
Or like whatever. It could be any age. But I mean, it could be any age. I don't
but-
know what
Okay,
age.
Okay, so
okay,
let-
okay. So we're hearing a lot of the capping right now. And Young Berg is in the data collection process. Okay, he hasn't started the accountability process yet. Let's skip over about 15 minutes to see where we ended up.
Right, the situation wasn't right. It didn't feel right. Like I always say, the man who gets me to have his baby is a cold motherfucker. I'll tell you that because I will not have a baby by a man that I feel like the situation isn't right, the timing is around. I don't care if it's the richest nigga in the world. I will not have that baby because I will only have
The
a baby.
richest nigga in the world?
Yeah, I'm not having a baby for money.
That's cap.
But it's the richest dude in the world.
It's not cap
You
because
had sex with the richest man in the world, so
because-
you fucked with him until a
Damn.
certain.
But this is what I'm saying. The reason I say that is because
Yeah.
my having a child is connected to me having a partnership, a
Mm-hmm.
foundation, love, something I can bring my child into the world that's not a broken family. And if that happens, it happens because it could.
Ain't
I could
nothing
be
gonna be
married.
broken. Ain't nothing gonna be broken with the richest nigga in the
But
world.
the thing is I'm not listening. I could be married and I could get a divorce.
It's true.
Nah, for real.
And I
Ain't
could
nothing
start with
broke
the
in that
foundation.
category.
You know what I'm saying? I could start with all of that and it can end, but I want to at least know I'm starting on a strong foundation. I want to know that our moral
Dog.
compass is aligned. So if we don't work out, we can handle this really like copacetic. You know what I mean? And I just feel like I don't care like who it is. If I don't feel like that's timing is right, I'm not going to do it. And I'm getting older, so I
think
get
that's
that.
a red
Yeah,
flag more
yeah.
than
And that's why I skipped ahead because, even I get tired of hearing like all of this nonsensical kind of bird babble about requirements, right? How you going to start off on saying he could be medium ugly and he even need money like that? And here we go 15 minutes later, and you're beginning to hear all of these different intangibles that keep you single. The lack of clarity, or at least truthness in what it is that she's saying, represents clumsy thinking. And clumsy thinking people will just make things up as they see them. And you as a man do not want to be on the receiving end of that because you'll find a lot of time, energy, completely and utterly wasted, and money. Let's go.
you not having a baby.
Is what?
That you dated for how many years you dated, and you felt like none of the niggas that you fuck with was able to like.
Yeah,
take
that
their
is a red
chance with.
flag for sure. I agree with you.
It's like
Okay,
bad
self-reflection.
decision making, right?
I agree with you 100%.
Accountability.
Historically, I've made bad decisions with men for sure. and it is a
Lost.
red flag. But
There's no such thing as a bad decision. No, seriously, because you learn from everything.
Learning experience, right?
yeah,
You feel me? That's
Bullshit.
my mindset, whatever. I'm never looking at like I wasted these years with this girl. I wasted my time doing this because you know what? I learned something from that.
Bullshit. No, there's bullshit. What has Paul been on recently, by the way? What the fuck? Paul, there's a lot of bad decisions that you could have made within your career that didn't land you on the Celtics. There's a lot of bad decisions that you could have made way back when you was playing in high school. All right, when you went to college, you could have chose to do things on certain night, and then you would have not ended up of where you currently are. All right. A bad decision because you decided to go out with certain friends at certain times in that certain vehicle. Someone had something up under the seat. They got pulled over and your career got snapped up. Or a certain woman that you knew you should have stayed away from, but you didn't. And then all of a sudden a false allegation comes later on down and then your career gets snapped. There's absolutely bad decisions. Why could we not live in a world where we can call good, good and bad, bad? Just because you learn from something doesn't necessarily mean that it wasn't a bad damn decision. Stop this shit. Start to call bad shit bad shit. There's things that people are doing that is disabling them from success and fulfillment. It's okay. The world around us owes us damn nothing. Continuing to coddle people's feelings and emotions throughout their bad decisions will enable them to continue to make them. Let's go.
Be wiser.
yeah,
Everything I've did, being an older man, like you like to say, I'm wise as hell.
yeah. You
Because I
are.
done been through some shit.
Yeah.
That way.
He has. And matter of fact, now that he says that, didn't he get stabbed up or cut up in a club years ago? I'm so happy to see that he's sitting here today. But what a tumultuous situation. If I could interview him and ask him, because I don't think he's ever publicly talked about that, if I'd ask him what decisions that you made that night that you would have changed in order to not have the outcome of what you had. Yes, he learned from that situation, but he could have also died. We can call certain things that he did within there, if he wasn't taking accountability, if it wasn't just a random attack, there's certain things in there that I'm sure that he wished he could have changed or that he did learn later. But what if he learned it before he stepped into the club that night? Let's go.
Wasted my goddamn time.
Yeah.
I think that I must speak on that too. I used to think like that, but it's too much information. We got too much information now.
Too much information to learn
from.
from.
A bunch of people, you become damaged goods at some
Yes.
point.
Come on.
I agree.
Yeah.
Learn it ahead of
I
time.
agree. You become damaged.
But it ain't
for
a
sure.
bunch of people. It's like, I've been in long term.
If you doing long
Long term.
and if you had like a major learning experience from that, it's kind of like you might cut off a certain, like, to me, like, as soon as I see some type of behavior that I don't like, I'm shutting down. It's over.
At that age
No
now,
comebacks.
yeah.
Yeah.
After you've been through that, now you quicker with it. Man, after like 1 week, 2 weeks, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I can see this going in this direction.
Sure.
But you learn from those experiences that you
But
had.
you gotta
I've been
go
a long
through it.
term.
You gotta be
I've
proactive.
only had 3 guys, like long-term relationships. You know, I'm 35 years old. I'm not young. So
I'm 39.
yeah, I'm not a young girl. Obviously, I'm not a spring chicken, but I have, you know, been in those relationships. And I do always say, like, I think it's not necessarily regret, but I need to learn to leave sooner. And that was my problem. I didn't leave sooner, and that was me. So when I have a man or someone that I'm with and I realize they might have issues, I look within myself on why I'm attracting that or what's wrong with me. It's never really about them. It's easy to vilify the people we've been with because it makes it easier to move on and to feel like we're not the bad person.
There she goes.
But for me, it's like, what is my problem? What's wrong with me?
There she
and
goes.
I think that through that work, and the healing, I don't believe anyone is fully healed. I'm going to constantly be healing and growing.
Okay.
I can now take accountability and be like, I see where I did that wrong.
Right.
Or I
Fair.
see where if someone tells me, like, I don't like that you do this, babe, I'll be like, okay, give me an opportunity to correct my behavior. And if I keep doing it,
Okay.
then yeah.
All
but
right.
like, I can correct myself now. And I can see where I'm wrong and I can see where I fucked up at. You know what I mean? And I can understand when to leave quicker in a situation that's no longer serving me or in alignment.
Okay.
Before being
Young lady, you okay. I'm starting to be a little bit more team you, okay? Some legitimate self-reflection goes a long way. And listen, at the same time, I know that the predicament that modern women today are in, there's a lot of dudes out there that will actually make shit up, right? that may actually not know what it is that they are doing either, but may act like they know what it is that they're doing. And if you find yourself at the whim of one of these dudes, you know, you could be led down a murky road, for lack of a better term. But this is the exact reason why coddling is so damn dangerous, because coddling, while it benefits their emotions in the short term, it leads to years of bad decisions. And y'all are on the shot clock way less than men are on the shot clock. The self-reflection is amazing, but it works better proactively than reactively. Because reactively, you gaining so much trauma that by the end of the road, you over the wall, and the baggage that you've picked up is far too much than men of value are willing to accept.
No, but what I will say is like, yeah, historically, like, I haven't been with like super famous men or anything. But
Cap.
Okay. So
Can I pull you up on charges?
yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you what men don't like, right?
Okay.
And I see you and I watch, and I'm a fan, you know what I'm saying? I watch the show or
Thank
whatever, and
you.
like you got really valid points, and like I think that you're an attractive woman. I was actually like riding with you, like, yo, let's give her the benefit of the doubt, because that was my manly shame weighing in on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, you can't keep looking at women the same way. Like, she's speaking up, this and a third. But then, like, I seen you in a car doing the spin that shit with your ass in the air in an SUV, and I was like, damn. This not the same person that's on the pod. You know what I'm saying? That's not the ugly. That's not the ugly man. No money. Spend what? He don't have nothing to spend on you.
But also too, I will say, when I go out, I will dance. I love to dance.
You wasn't out. You was in
a
an
car.
SUV.
But the point is if I'm I'm a dancing.
And you put it
That's
on
crazy.
your gram though.
The spin that shit dance.
Yeah.
It wasn't my ass shaking though. I did not put my ass shaking on the ground,
You
because
wasn't
trust
ass
me.
up, but
nah,
you was definitely.
they wouldn't.
You
I
was
would
giving,
never put
you was
that.
Giving like.
I was dancing. Young
Like
Miami
Hadid-
posted
like
it.
Hadid
It was
and
like
AB dancing that shit. You
I
was
remember
being a
you
bad
comment
bitch.
on that.
Yeah.
Because I was like this, spend that shit. But I wasn't my body, my ass. It was literally just me like this.
But why would you promote that on your social
Well,
media?
I love that song. I can't lie to you. Spend that shit was cracking, because
I love the
that's what
song
you
too,
saw.
though.
He commented on it. I was in the car and I was like, send that shit. Spend that shit. I was dancing. Young Miami posted it. I added her. You know what I'm saying?
You want to get reposted? You
No,
was trying to
I don't
clout
care
up,
about
yeah.
getting reposted, please.
But
I don't care
no,
about that.
I'm not saying
the
that,
point,
but look.
the point is I love the song. No,
What about the man that's watching you on this platform like, yo, this is a bad bitch. This is what the definition
And
of.
then you
She
see the
know what she
digital
doing,
footprint.
And then you go and you
Hold her accountable.
Fun and you, because my thing is, I don't
Okay.
post nothing that I do in my personal life on social
Yeah,
media. Because
okay.
I might be doing the spin that shit dance with you. I might be spending some money on you.
But
doing
you're not
that
gonna
shit.
post
Okay.
it.
But they'll never see that. You can't contradict what the energy you putting out.
Okay, but you
Like
want to
you
know?
live in a
'Cause
double
then maybe
life.
that's
You
the
one foot
reality.
in, one foot out.
That's
Come
You
on.
one
not
foot in the
true.
dope game and one
That's
foot
not
in
true.
the fucking
So
business.
I can't. I wasn't shaking my ass. I was sitting down. I will pull this up, Darnell.
Let's pull it
Make
up.
sure in the edit I'll send
we
the video
pull this
to you
up right now?
I'll send the
We need to
video
look
to you
at- I
of
need
when
to-
I
I wanna
was doing
see
it.
this.
I have
And
it.
I'll
But
determine
that's
it.
like whole behavior though. Like the
That's
whole premise of the
wild. I'ma
song
show
is
it to
whole
you.
behavior,
Let's
right?
see.
All right,
Premise
we're gonna
of the
take a look.
song is
It's
whole
whole
behavior, but it's
behavior, right?
not.
No, let's see.
I'm gonna show
gotta
you the
bring it
video.
up.
I'm gonna
You
show
gotta
you the
see it.
video.
You
I'll
was
tell you
giving,
what it
you
is.
know what you was giving?
I wasn't. I remember you said something to me. You DM me about that.
like
I
hoe
remember you
behavior.
did. But I'm not a hoe.
No, let's see what the
confusing.
video. I gotta see the video. She shaking ass up
I'm
in
not.
the air.
I never shake the ass in the video.
And here's the thing, it's probably confusing to women too, because he wasn't DMing her when she wasn't doing that. But then he did DM, she did get the attention and the validation when she did do that.
swear to God, that's on my father's
But
life.
the type of attention is what? At the point that he's trying to make.
I'll pull it up. I never
She
shake
can't
the ass.
find it.
I ain't never
Yeah, I
seen
can.
this.
Yeah, I can.
Let's see.
They don't want to
Yeah, I
disrupt
can.
the
No, I'm gonna find it. Watch. I'm
ain't
gonna
never
find
seen
it.
You ain't seen that, John?
No, I ain't seen it.
Right here. Look, this was it.
All right, let me see.
Young
if this is
Miami.
on
I don't
there.
have the video, but look, she posted it, and I was sitting like
Where's
this.
the video?
I was sitting down.
She wasn't doing nothing to get reposted, right?
I,
You know how
I
many
was
people
sitting
reposting
down
that?
like this. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Nigga, spend that
Well, where's
shit.
the video?
All right, let me try to see if I can find that video.
Nah, that's cool, you know.
Nah, because I need to find it because
It's
I
false
was,
advertising.
If it's
though, why you want
twerking,
to
it's
spend it?
if it's
I would never
twerking.
twerk on the internet.
She wasn't twerking, I'm bullshitting.
It was never twerking.
She wasn't
If
twerking,
it's
but
twerking, then that's like
It was
okay,
never
that's thirst
twerking.
trapping. Oh, that's
It was
let me
never
see.
twerking. I'm trying
We
to
might
find
need to
it.
mute
I'm
this
trying to
real
find
quick.
it.
you did the Lil Kim one too?
The little
was
Kim.
never
She did do
twerking.
the little Kim. I was
And what-
that song.
That's the wrong message.
This is me. This is the video, nigga. This is
Hold
the
on,
hoe.
this the video. This the video.
That's the video.
Okay, mute it. I got something else for y'all in a quick second.
That's a hoe. That's the whole video.
It's the wrong
right there.
messaging.
Okay.
That's a hoe.
She liked the song.
Like, come on, Paul.
But
Come
what
on, mute. I don't like the copyright.
I'm just singing a song that I like.
I don't even know
No,
the
it ain't
words to
about the
that.
song.
That's all I did.
Okay.
That's crazy to you?
That ain't crazy.
That ain't crazy.
This right here.
All right.
Because this girl's going in on that
I
song.
would never shake my ass to no video. I would never even show my butt.
No.
Okay.
They asked me to do.
Look,
I get
let's
what
clear
you're
it up
saying.
because they might
Okay,
clip this
okay.
up. I love Miami. I work with Miami. We got a lot of shit going. My friends and my,
Okay.
my producer.
Now, first off, the songs that they jam out to and post it publicly is a data point. All right. If I see any young ladies that love that song, they sing, I look at them in the place of the establishment that I'm at and I slowly move away from them. You understand me? I get it. It's catchy, but we cannot ignore the lyrics. Second thing is, it wasn't bad what she was doing in that car. All right. Chloe with the finger up in the air. Fine. She won that component of the argument. But we started out this argument talking about thirst trapping. So that means that she don't thirst trap on her social media, right?
I noticed that a lot of people weaponize being single. Oh, why are you single? Why are you alone? Why are you not married? At the end of the day, me being alone feels a lot better than being with some of y'all raggedy motherfuckers. Let's keep it real. At the end of the day, I will never choose being with someone who doesn't pour into me.
Okay, whatever.
That I don't
care.
value.
Now, I did not know, based over that podcast, what the hip to cheek ratio was like until I saw this TikTok right here. Nor did I know she is as top heavy as what she is. Let's listen to a little bit more of the drivel. Hold on.
That I don't respect than being
Come
alone.
on. Come on.
My solitude
There it is.
feels a lot better
Uh-huh.
than hanging around y'all. So let's keep it very, very clear.
And take the gum out your mouth, baby love.
I noticed that. Very clear.
When I look at a clip like this, Young Berg was trying to put you up on game. The attitude is not sexy. You're utilizing the gifts delivered from God in order to try to sell talking product, I guess. And then also, you have a goddamn attitude on top of that, right? Like a dude who has created a kingdom ain't gonna invite this type of element in unless if it's on his yacht on a Friday or a Saturday during the day. It represents short time, not a long time. And anybody don't agree with me, fight with me down in the comment section. I'll be down there. By the way, and I look at this as well, I find it interesting that the profile picture that is being used here looks nothing like her. Am I tripping? That look nothing. Who is this? Why does she AI her face? When I see women that put avatars that look nothing like what they actually look like, it's a key indicator. Oftentimes, the avatar is the representative of who they think that they are, what it is that they think that they look like. Meanwhile, the distance also represents the distance of what it is that they will tell you about themselves and their actions. For what they tell you will be infinitely better than what their actions really are. It's this sort of forced cognitive dissonance. We can see it here represented visually. And on the podcast, we can see it being represented auditorily with saying things such as, he can be medium ugly and he don't need to make a lot of money. Meanwhile, she's like, I've never dated no one famous. And Paul Pierce over here like, cap, big cap. When you're investigating the mind of a woman, you have to be ultra in tune with what she says versus who she is.
This song, it's not about the song at all. What I'm saying
What is it? Tell me, please.
If you're preaching a certain message and then you're living and you're doing that, you're projecting on your social media.
I'm hearing what he's
saying. I think
saying.
that's mad confusing. It ain't about how you carry that, what you
Come
do.
on.
Okay.
If you run it around here and you stepping in like on some shit, like you
Spin that shit. What we
then
spinning?
it's like,
He's
what
right.
does it mean?
Okay,
That's
so-
like trick
Wait, I ain't
behavior.
heard the song
So
all the way, but what's
you
getting
have
spin?
heard it. We sing it all the time. We're the scam.
Well, I only know the spin part.
So let me say this. I don't disagree with you. I can be held accountable for where that can look a certain way.
Would you let your man check you on that? Like, yo, take
Yeah,
that
I
shit
would.
down.
If
That'd
he
be
told
fucked
me
up.
to take it down, I would take it down.
Okay.
I'll
I like
never
that.
not take it down. If a my man told me to take anything down, I will. I never looked at it in that way, but I can understand where you're coming from, and I see that. I was just singing the song. To be honest with you, I really like the song. I think it's a vibe. I think
do
it's
too.
hitting. I think it's like, spin that shit.
Where my
And I like it,
spinning
and that's
ass
where it came
ninjas
from, but I do
at?
understand and respect what you're saying.
Yeah, so you
I-
Malcolm
I-
X and Martin
yeah.
Luther King. You got two
I gotta
sides.
I gotta
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
myself
Right.
to a higher standard and not do shit like that. And in my defense, your reason you comment on it is because you never see me do no shit like that ever before.
That's why I was so triggering. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I get that. And I have to hold myself to a certain standard as a woman, especially if I'm trying to be a certain role model for other women.
Right,
so I
right.
understand that. I respect you and thank you for calling me out because I can
On the
always
real.
do better.
On the real. I get it now. That makes sense.
I can always do better. I understand that. Now, I'll never twerk on the internet, but I understand what the messaging looks like.
Right.
So I feel you. I could be checked. I could be coached. I could be understood.
Okay.
I could understand
babe.
shit.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
I can understand shit. Not for real, because I didn't look at it like that in no aspect.
Nah, it was
but I can understand that.
I understood it now.
I understand
how
where
he
it
put
comes
it.
from.
I understand how he's saying it because the message in that song
Yeah.
is something. And if you ain't giving that type of energy,
Come on.
why are you speaking on that?
Yeah.
I get. That's what he's
and
Yes.
just to be very clear, and Paul can vouch, I don't give that energy in real life. I'm not like, nigga, buy me this, spend it, do this. I'm not that woman. I'm really not.
What's the first date? If we was going on a first date, what's the vibe?
Anything. You know what would be amazing? Let's drive in the car, have a connection and vibe, go to the beach, listen to dope-ass music, sing it together. Like, let's just vibe out. I'm never like, take me shopping. Never told a man, take me on a shopping spree.
So if I'm a man that's medium ugly and has a low bank account and I see you on this podcast and
Yeah.
I see you on Instagram saying that,
Yeah.
I might be, you
Yes.
might miss your person putting out that energy.
That's
Never
a
send that
great
shit.
point.
No, listen, thank you for calling me out. I appreciate it. I'm not even mad at it.
Okay.
Nah, I can respect it. I can respect it.
Hey, listen.
That's some real shit.
And it's interesting watching like CIA funded songs like Spend That Shit, right? Like and seeing how quickly they will attach it to their image, irrespective of the message, irrespective of the catchiness of the song, right? Like, and at 35 years of age, it takes a 39-year-old man only in a podcast situation, because a dude in real life is not going to say any of this shit to you, because, you know, inevitably, the more that we are truthful with you, the less likely that Yo Yams is open for the slang. But I just find it so interesting that this is like an aha moment or like a surprise. It's just wild. By the way, again, the clothing that she's wearing here, you have no idea of the dexterity. Let's leave that there. Of what we just saw in that TikTok video. All right. And that was from like a year and some change ago. So perhaps, you know, she's changed up the style of what it is that she represents herself, but it's still publicly available. But, you know, inevitably, someone who gets up on here and speaks about, you know, how it was that they needed to reflect on their situations when it comes to being accountable, right, and can do that in public format, you know, that's not easy either. So I was kind of hard on her within this one. At least I think I was. You guys let me know down in the comment box. But nevertheless, you know, it was good to see that as well, because, you know, your real character, irrespective of the things that you tout in and about yourself, is going to show up in your habits, your choices, your decisions, and whether if your actions actually match the message at hand. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you for rocking with me on this one. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment box down below. I appreciate you guys for all that you do. Stay safe out there. Protect yourself at all times. And if anything, I will see you guys soon. Until next time, peace.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.